In this video, I would introduce you to the concept of data analytics, what data is, and why we should analyze data, and why the role data analytics is suddenly so popular. So, firstly, let's start with what is data. So, data can be seen as the smallest unit of factual information. So, anything at all is data, everything is data, as long as you can use it as a basis for calculations, reasonings, or discussion, it is regarded as data. So if I say my name is James Gabriel, that is data. If I say 58, that is data. If I say 2025, that's data. Anything at all is regarded as data. It could be an abstract idea, it could be a concrete measurement, as long as you can use it in a discussion, it is regarded as data. But when it comes to business, data usually refers to information that you gather regarding the business. Say maybe the name of the customer, how many units of the stock they bought, the sales price, the profit, and those are regarded as data in the business sense. Now that we've treated data, let's move on to why we analyze data. So we've been analyzing data subconsciously ever since the day we were born, even before we were aware of it. Humans have been analyzing data from the beginning of time, right? So data analysis is you just using the information available to you and using this to make informed decisions. As the example here states, if you're about to step out of your house and then you notice that the sky was cloudy, you would most likely take an umbrella with you. Why would you do this? Because in the past you've learned to associate cloudy skies to rainfall, and whenever it was cloudy in the past, it most likely rained. So you know that because it is currently cloudy, it will most likely rain, and you know the way to avoid getting drenched is to take an umbrella. So what you've done is you've taken the data that has been available to you, you've analyzed this data, and based on the trends that you've noticed in the past, you've used this to make an informed decision. That's basically what data analysis is. But in a business sense, data analysis is just analyzing past current data and using the trends that you've noticed to make informed business decisions. Decisions that could help improve your sales, solve customers' problems, reduce costs, target customers, and basically grow the business. So, data analysis in the business sense is taking data that you've gathered in the past and looking through this data to check for trends and using these trends to help grow your business. So, why is data analysis suddenly so popular and important? It is because businesses gather data these days. Businesses gather a lot of data these days. If you see in the figures on the page here, data that was gathered in the past 100 years is quite similar data that are gathered daily um, in 2025. So back in the days, companies gathered like little data, but these days there's something called big data. So virtually every single thing about you is being monitored. So your Apple Watch monitors your heartbeat, your steps, the orientation of your hand, your sleeping pattern. Your television monitors your watch habits, your duration, your genre. Virtually everything that has a computer in it these days gathers data, and because of the vast amount of data available, we need data analysts to analyze this data and use those insights that they've realized to help push the business forward. So that is why companies these days require the services of data analysts like never before. So this is data analytics, and this is why data analytics is important.